June 24, Heads Up, a regional helmet safety think tank at the AC Marriott Hotel. Motorcyclists make up over 30% of road deaths in Jamaica in 2024. Certified helmets can reduce death risk sixfold, and that's why the National Helmet Wearing Coalition NHWC presents Heads Up, a regional helmet safety think tank. So tune in to Cliff Hughes Online June 20 from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Catch the live stream on our YouTube channel at Nationwide 90 FM Live 2. All this and more only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by JN Foundation.
You're inside the Consumer Hour with Nora Gay Banton.
Good morning to you. It is Friday, June 20, 2025. We are alive and well, and for that we give God thanks. Good morning to you if you're listening on the 90 FM band, 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, and 90.9 on your FM dial. We appreciate your company there. If you are listening and watching on our YouTube channel, good morning to you. The channel is Nationwide 90 FM Live 2. That's Nationwide 90 FM LIVE with a number 2 beside that. I want to say good morning to Errol Townsend, who is first in the YouTube chat this morning. Kirkland Salmon, good morning to you. Donna Johnson, top of the morning to you as well. And Marigold Weber, good morning to you. Sonia Hutton, good morning. All the others over there on YouTube, top of the morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us on the YouTube platform. If you're listening from our mobile app, which is available for free on the Google Play and the Apple App Store, good morning to you. And those on our website, the Listen Now option there, top of the morning to you as well. This Friday, we are, if you're watching on YouTube, you can tell, outside again. Yes, indeed. Closing out a very busy week and a tiring one, but we've made it to the end of the work week. We are this morning at the AC Marriott Hotel, and we're here for a regional motorcycle safety forum, and it's being dubbed Heads Up. It's a think tank as well, where regional partners and international partners will be sharing ideas on motorcycle safety and road safety in general. And of course, later on during Cliff Hughes Online, you'll hear from some of those stakeholders here in Jamaica and from overseas as well. But in the meantime, inside the Consumer Hour, it's JPS Cares.
The hour between 9 and 10 is brought to you by JPS, powering what matters.
Oh, Jamaica, rise, we're built with fire, passion and vibes, and through it all, there's a glow inside. Let's keep our shine alive.
From the market to the factory floors, from the hillside green to golden shores,
we're reaching heights, our energy that lights the sky.
JPS, powering what matters.
All right. And inside JPS Cares this morning, we are going to start with talking about the JPS Foundation's Power Up Scholarship Program, an initiative that reflects the foundation's broader commitment to education with a strong emphasis on STEM. Many entities and government agencies are focusing on STEM these days. Very important, especially with the way the world is moving. And to help us to talk about that, we're going to be joined by JPS Foundation Officer Samora Bain. And later on, we will, of course, be joined by Customer Service Area Manager for the East at JPS, Ruthlyn Johnson. But we're going to start with Samora. Good morning to you. Oh, Sorry, I just saw the message from my producer there. We're starting with Ruth Lynn until we get in contact with Samora. Okay, so good morning to you, Ruth Lynn.
Good morning, Nora.
How are you this morning?
I'm good. So I'm going to be honest. But no, I should have said that because the policeman is here and come from me.
All right.
I'm not quite in the space yet to do this.
Yeah, man.
But it's fine. I'm going to be there in about 5 minutes. But I can go and talk a little bit.
Okay, very good, very good, very good. I don't want you to say anything else. Well, I am hearing that Samora is on now, so that should give you some relief.
Okay,
yes.
Beautiful. Yeah,
all right.
Because I need 5 minutes.
All right, no problem. So let me just jump over to Samora. Good morning to you, Samora.
Good morning. Oh,
how are you? I am good. How are you?
I am doing well, thank you.
Awesome. We are talking this morning about the JPS Foundation Power Up Scholarship. Tell me about that.
Well, the JPS Foundation itself has started in 2012, but it was only last year that we had our inaugural scholarship program. Yes. And it's part of our 5-year strategy just to continue to give back to our nation. So it falls underneath our STEM education area of focus. We have 3 areas of focus: climate resilience, community empowerment, and STEM education. So that's where it falls under. So last year we had 28 recipients with scholarships and grants valued at over $7 million. And we're hoping that this year we will have the same or even more recipients.
Talk to me about the level of education that these scholarships fall under, and how can persons apply for the scholarship?
Okay, so we have scholarships at the tertiary level. So we have 2 scholarships for tertiary. So one is related to just pursuing studies in STEM area, and you would appreciate that STEM is important to us because our parent company is a STEM company in the sense that that is the backbone of what we do. So we have a STEM scholarship for tertiary students, and then we have a STEM scholarship for teachers college students. And yes, and the difference is that, of course, we want to ensure that we are not only invested in people who are pursuing studies in STEM, but also teachers who are interested in STEM and teaching STEM. So we're very excited about that particular one as well. And the final at the tertiary level is a grant. And that is actually being funded by our shareholder, East West Power Korea. And it's a STEM grant for UTech and CASE students. So you have to be pursuing an engineering degree at UTech or a degree in a STEM subject at the College of Agriculture, Science and Education.
Nice.
So those are at the tertiary level, but at the PEP level, so this is at the high school level, we have a PEP Volt scholarship, and VOLT stands for Volunteers on Location to Serve, and it's named after our staff members who are engaged in volunteerism. That is our special program. They do a lot of work, a lot of giving back, almost monthly.
Yes.
So in honor of their work, and in fact, staff members do contribute to this particular scholarship. So they do voluntarily decide that they will have a small salary deduction to support this scholarship.
Wow.
So the child must have completed PEP at the grade 6 level, and so they would qualify to be able to pursue that.
And for these scholarships, I know that the grant would be a one-time thing, right?
Right, yes.
But for the scholarships, they last for your entire tenure at whether university or high school?
So it would be up to 4 years at the tertiary level. Right.
4 years at the tertiary.
Right, but at the high school level, it would go up to grade 11 or 5th form.
Okay, and most tertiary school programs do last probably up to 4 years. Some of them even 3. So I guess it should. If you complete all your studies and you don't fail, then you should be able to for your entire tenure. All right, we are up on a break, so we're going to take this break. But when we come back, I want you to talk to me about how persons can apply for these scholarships and what they would need to submit for their application.
Sure, no problem.
Decorate and redecorate your space with water-resistant, colorful, and fast-drying paints from Edgechem Paints. The time by Edgechem Paints, changing lives 1 gallon at a time, is...
It's 9:15.
The gateway for Jamaica's athletes to several international competitions, including the World Athletics Championships in Tokyo, Japan, opens from Thursday, June 26 to Sunday, June 29 for the J3A National Junior and Senior Championships, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. each day. The biggest names in local track and field, with the men's section including the likes of Olympic silver medalist Shane Thompson, Oblique Seville, Akeem Blake, Antonio Watson, Christopher Taylor, Rashid Broadbent, Olympic champion Roger Stoner, Rajendra Campbell, Wayne Pinna, and Romaine Beckford. The female division will be no less fascinating, with two-time reigning world champion Sharika Jackson, Shelly Ann Fraser Price, the Clayton Twins, Tia and Tina, Alana Reed, Akira Nugent, Rochelle Clayton, and Shanika Ricketts. The action will be sizzling.
Spring into style with Unique Living. Upgrade your home with our extensive range of products. Get sleek shower panels, stylish vanities, LED and non-LED mirrors, plus kitchen sinks, closet solutions, ceiling fans, and more. Available in various finishes and sizes. Visit shop number 6, 30 Dunrobin Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-755-3661 or visit our website at www.uniquelivingja.com. Don't wait to spring into style with Unique Living.
Since 1995, we've been your go-to source for everything related to billiards, amusement machines, and electronics. With locations at 1A Lindsay Terrace, Kingston 10, and the Village Plaza, Big Bridge, Savannah Lamar, we offer top-quality pool table parts and accessories, cutting-edge gaming machines, and more. We also specialize in assembly, sales, and service of amusement machines. We provide unmatched customer service, expert solutions, and products tailored to your needs. Who are we? We are Eclipse Enterprise. Telephone 876-960-3891.
Commercial spaces for you. Parks and attractions for you. Housing and residential developments for you. Beautiful rental properties for you. Improving quality of life through infrastructure development across Jamaica for you. The Urban Development Corporation, making development happen for you. Brought to you by the Urban Development Corporation.
UDC for you.
Tune in to Nationwide 90 FM from 6 to 9 p.m. for our live broadcast of the St. Andrew Western Constituency Conference at Edith Dalton James High, Sunday, June 22. Hear from Deputy Leader Desmond McKenzie, Standard Bearer Corey Dunkley, alongside Members of Parliament Matthew Samuda, Favour Williams, Orlando Terrelong, Senators Cavan Gale, and Abka Fitzhenley. It's the St. Andrew Western Constituency Conference at Edith Dalton James High, Sunday, June 22 from 6 to 9 p.m. right here on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by the West Kingston Constituency and the Jamaica Labour Party. Due to the broadcast of the St. Andrew Western Constituency Conference on Sunday, June 22, Jamaican Dads, Immaculate Moments, and Baha'i Faith will not be aired.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. You're back here inside the Consumer Hour on Nationwide 90 FM. I am Norigi Banton. We're coming to you live from the AC Marriott Hotel right here in Kingston, Jamaica. We're here for the Heads Up JN Foundation's Heads Up regional motorcycle safety think tank and forum, and we will hear later on much more about what's happening here. We will do some interviews with some key stakeholders, but in the meantime, we are inside the Consumer Hour, and it's JPS Cares this morning, and we are talking to Samora Bain, a JPS Foundation officer, and she's talking to us about the JPS Foundation Power Up Scholarship Program. Before the break, we did talk about the levels of education that the scholarships cover and how much was given out last year for the scholarship program. Fairly new on the block, and they're hoping to continue and grow bigger and better. As it relates to the applications, Samora, how can persons apply? Where do they go? When will it be open? And what do they need to provide to qualify for this scholarship?
Well, it has actually been open since. So we put out an ad in the Gleaners scholarship to go in mid-May, and it has been open since June 4th, and we actually closed tonight. Midnight tonight, but it's not too late for anybody because the application process is simple, and the requirement in terms of documents, it isn't that onerous. It is things that people already have. So you will need to go to www.jpsco.com/our-foundation, OUR-foundation. And once you get to that page, you scroll down past our news and you will see a button that will take us to our scholarship page. And on that page, you will see all the information for the 3 scholarships and the grant, what is required, and the link to actually apply. So once you apply, and this is important, once you click the submit button after you've done the application, you should receive an email with a link. And it is through that link that you submit your supporting documents. So supporting documents should not be emailed into the foundation. It should be submitted through that link. And that helps us to better match your documents to the application. Because, if you send it to the email address, we have to comb through and all of that. And it just makes the process a little bit more tedious. So we've happily have a system now where once you click submit, you should get a link. That link is uniquely yours. You upload the documents to that link and you're good to go.
Awesome. So
you have up until midnight tonight. It doesn't take long to do the actual application, and then just gather your documents, use the link to upload, and you're good.
Okay, and are there any special requirements, any age limits for the tertiary scholarships and so forth?
There are no age limits. The most of the requirements you have to be accepted to or enrolled in an accredited institution at all levels. Okay. Right? And depending on the scholarship you're applying to, you will have also additional requirements. So you have to submit a transcript or your latest school report. That is one of the common requirements. For the PEP scholars to be, they will have to submit their PEP results, and I'm happy that I've heard that they should be coming out today.
And I was just about to say they're cutting it very close for the PEP because that's today.
Yes. The thing is, we recognize that, and even if it wasn't being released today, we made allowance for that particular level to have more time to submit. So parents wouldn't have to panic to say, oh my gosh, I didn't submit all my documents. We made provision for that, and we were happy that it was a good coincidence that they'd be released today. So today, yes. But we understand that, and we would not have penalized anyone who would have submitted, after today. At all. So there is a button for each scholarship or grant, and the requirements there. Just follow the instructions, and it is pretty straightforward.
Awesome, and remind us again how much will be given over in terms of the scholarship amount to the recipients for at the tertiary level and at the high school level as they transition.
At the high school level, right. So it would be for the tertiary, it can be up to $500,000 for the academic year, and for the PEP it's up to $60,000 for the academic year. And I just want to say quickly that we are not only in the business of providing the money and walking away. We are definitely 2 things that you benefit from if you're a JPS scholar is voluntary hours through our VOLS program. So you will go alongside our staff members who are going on all these volunteer activities, and you can achieve these hours, and mentorship. again, through our vault, you will be assigned a mentor, and he or she will walk alongside you in your journey as well. So those are two added benefits that we are excited about providing for our scholars.
Awesome. Well, Samora, I'm going to give you the opportunity to share anything else that I may have failed to ask you, or anything else that you would like to add as we wrap up this conversation.
Well, that was the main piece. The main piece was that we are not only invested in ensuring that you have the funds to complete your education, we want to invest in you as a whole person. And so we want you to apply, and we're excited to get new scholars on board so that we can make the kind of the holistic investment in our scholars. That is the main thing. We're looking forward to the cohort, and
All right, awesome. So that's the JPS Foundation Power Up Scholarship. Applications close tonight, midnight. So if you are just hearing about it and you want to apply, you are a tertiary student, going to university, especially if you are pursuing a degree in the STEM area, or you're going to a teacher's college and you will be focusing on a subject area that is within STEM, then you would qualify for this scholarship. And also, if your child is about to leave primary or prep school and go over to high school, and you would love some assistance with purchasing books and so forth, and getting your child immersed in volunteerism, which is very important, and the earlier the better, then the JPS Foundation Power Up Scholarship is definitely for you. Go on to the JPS Foundation website and apply. Midnight tonight. All right, so you have some time. You have the entire day today to go and do that.
Can I just leave the email address as well if people have any questions?
Go right ahead.
So, JPSF scholarships at jpsco.com. So that's JPSF, that stands for Jamaica Public Service Foundation, scholarships with an S. So JPSF scholarships at jpsco.com. So if you have any questions or any issues with the upload, just let us know.
Awesome. So that's Jamaica Public Service Foundation. That's J for Jamaica, P for public, S for service, and F for foundation. JPSF scholarships at jpsco.com.
Yes.
Awesome. So that's the email address, and we gave them a lot of information today. So I know that for the giveaways this morning, it will be pretty easy for them. So how many vouchers do we have to give away tomorrow?
I understand that we have 3 vouchers to give away this morning.
3 vouchers. So last week, the YouTubers complained that I always give more over on the phone line. So I'm going to do 1 for the phone line this morning, and then 2. We give away 2 for our YouTubers. Do we have anybody yet on the phone lines? Michelle, Tasha is on the phone. Good morning, Tasha.
Good morning, Miss Nora. Good morning, Mr. Morning.
Morning.
All right, Tasha, listen up for your question.
Okay, easy peasy. How many scholarships and grants are we awarding this year?
How many scholarships? There are awarding 4 scholarships and grants.
Yeah? I didn't hear
4 scholarships and grants.
Awesome. Can you even tell me how many of those are scholarships and how many are grants?
Scholarship is for the tertiary level, the teachers college, and the PEP students, and the grant is for the UTEC and the K students.
All right.
All right. Awesome. Tasha was listening.
Yes,
so congratulations, Tasha.
Thank you.
All right, stay on the line and give Michelle your information, and we will definitely let you know how you can redeem that voucher. And let's go over to YouTube now. What's the first question for our YouTubers, Samara?
Okay, so what are the 2 benefits other than financial that a JPS scholar will experience if awarded a scholarship?
All right.
So let me say again. What are the 2 benefits other than financial that a JPS scholar will experience if awarded a scholarship?
All right. So Sharifa Griffiths, right off the bat, voluntary hours and mentorship.
Woohoo!
Quick and fast. Awesome. So Sharifa is our first winner for YouTube, and the next question is:
how should you submit your supporting documents?
All right. Yes, you did. You did say something specific about the supporting documents. How should the scholarship applicants submit their supporting documents for the JPS Foundation Power Up Scholarship? And MJ is the first person I'm seeing with the answer via the link provided.
Yes.
All right. So MJ and Sharifa Griffiths are our winners this morning. Thank you so much, Samora, for joining us, and all the best to yourself and the team.
Yes, thank you so much, and you have a great rest of day and weekend.
Awesome, you too. That was Samora. Whoa, I've been calling her Samora. I don't even remember. Samora Bain, JPS Foundation officer, talking to us about the JPS Foundation Power Up Scholarship. Remember, guys, the applications will close tonight, midnight. So if you are interested in applying, whether you're at the tertiary level or you are a student who will be going on to high school, you just completed your PEP exams, then the scholarship is for you. They have scholarships available for 3 persons and a grant available for UTech or CASE students. So go on over to the JPS Foundation website and apply, or send an email to jpsfscholarships@jpsco.com. All right, we take a break. When we come back, we will have a quick chat with Ruthlyn Johnson and take some of your calls if you have any JPS related concerns.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers provides quality insurance coverage and risk management services. The time by Spectrum Insurance Brokers Limited, setting the industry standards, is
9:31.
You want to win? Then just bet. Bet on the game, no stress, no sweat. And win big in the Wanna Bet Just Bet promotion. Spend $1,500 or more on one Just Bet ticket and complete the entry form at promotions.supremegames.com for your chance to win. Third place gets Beats by Dre. Second place gets an iPhone 15 and AirPods Pro. And first place gets a 65-inch TV and a soundbar. Promotion runs May 16 to July 20, 2025. Grand draw July 25, 2025. Authorized under Section 58. Of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Jamaica eyes were built with fire, passion and vibes, and through it all there's a glow inside. Let's keep our shine alive.
From the market to the factory floors, from the hillside green to golden shores,
we're reaching heights, our energy that lights the sky.
JPS, powering what matters.
Outperform, outlast. We top performance. Jackama. Reliable, full stop, not comma. We have the expertise for drilling and demolition. We have the power tools for plumbers and electrician. Pan select tools, 3 parts and 3 repairs. 3 parts, 3 repairs. 2 to 3 years. Hilton, available at Delta Supply, 106 Hagley Park Road. Call us at 876-302-61124. Delta Supply, we service what we sell.
Come into the parlor, there's a welcome there for you.
Welcome to the Mayor's Parlor with Desmond McKenzie.
From 1 to 6 p.m. every Sunday, you'll now get more of your favorite vintage music.
Put your head on my shoulder.
Nationwide 90 FM will transform your Sunday into a musical time machine that will take you way back.
Come on, let's go back in time.
This magic moment.
Journey into yesteryear with Desmond McKenzie in the Mayor's Parlor.
I've got the music to jog your memory and make you smile.
Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the best in vintage music.
Come into the Mayor's Parlor every Sunday between 1 and 6 p.m. here on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media.
Those oldies but goodies reminds me of you.
Tune in to Nationwide 90 FM from 6 to 9 p.m. for our live broadcast of the St. Andrew Western Constituency Conference at Edith Dalton James High, Sunday, June 22. Hear from Deputy Leader Desmond McKenzie, Standard Bearer Corey Dunkley, alongside Members of Parliament Matthew Samuda, Favour Williams, Orlando Terrelong, Senators Cavan Gale, and Abka Fitzhenley. It's the St. Andrew Western Constituency Conference at Edith Dalton James High, Sunday, June 22 from 6 to 9 p.m. right here on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by the West Kingston Constituency and the Jamaica Labour Party. Due to the broadcast of the St. Andrew Western Constituency Conference on Sunday, June 22, Jamaican Dads, Immaculate Moments, and Baha'i Faith will not be aired.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. You're back here inside the Consumer Hour on Nationwide 90 FM. I am Noragay Banton, and we are inside JPS Cares this morning. We just wrapped up our conversation with Samora Bain, JPS Foundation officer, talking to us about the JPS Foundation Power Up Scholarship Program. And once again, the applications close tonight. So go to JPS Foundation website and apply. If you are a tertiary student or you are a student going on to high school after just completing your PEP exams. But in the meantime, we are going to continue JPS Cares with Ruthlyn Johnson. And Ruthlyn is here to take all your complaints and burdens, lay them on her shoulders, and she will carry. Ruthlyn is here to answer. I have a question for you, though, Ruthlyn. How does one become a JPS how would you say that now?
Vote? Volunteers on location to serve. Well, remember, votes are JPS employees.
Interesting.
So, right. So it's within the company.
I see.
Have the votes. You volunteer to be a part of the team that volunteers, goes out into the communities, do all these wonderful things. So
you don't
is for VOLTS, volunteers on location to serve. Big up to Audrey Williams who created that acronym, right? So it's within. In the early days, we had sent out the word for external persons to join us, and we got a lot of people submitted to become a part of the vote. So we used to work a lot with external persons, but to be honest, I know that right now we have so many volunteers within the company because everybody's excited to be a part of it that I don't think we have any external people who are a part of the voters anymore.
I see. I was just thinking it's an opportunity to volunteer. Persons are always looking for opportunities to volunteer, and an opportunity I think to transfer some of the knowledge as it relates to the work of JPS to the public. Yes.
You'll feel better about the company if you actually.
That's exactly where my mind was going. Right. But maybe it's something you guys can consider.
To see if we still work with other. We work with organizations and entities, So if we're going to, for example, to do community work, then there are people within the community who are working with us. But I don't know if they're still considered as both members. So I talk with the foundation manager and see how that now operates.
Yes. I would be
you want
probably.
To be a vote?
I think it's something I would do. Okay. I would do. Yeah. Right. I'm looking now for more opportunities to volunteer.
Okay,
yes.
Great.
I've done quite a bit in my life, but I think I should do more now. So I'm looking for opportunities.
I was wondering to ask you this morning, have you visited the hub yet? You were such a big advocate of the hub. Have you visited the Portmore hub yet?
I have not visited the Portmore hub just yet. I haven't had reason to go to that side of the island just yet.
Okay.
Maybe I should just take a trip just to go and visit the hub. But yes. So if I'm ever in Portmore again, or if I have some free time, I will definitely go and come back and report on what I see.
Let us know the experience you had.
Yes, indeed. But
you
just to remind,
are such a big advocate of the hub.
oh yes, absolutely. Any more hubs coming on board?
There's one more to come this year.
Ah, nice.
Yes.
See, love that.
We're going down the road. We're way down the road with that one as well. But the Portmore one is open.
Awesome. But let me remind our listeners of the contact numbers. If you have a JPS related matter, now is the best time to call. The woman who knows all things about JPS, Ruthlyn Johnson, is on the line. And she's here. Yes, I think so too, and I would agree with such a sentiment. Ruthlyn is here, and she'll take your complaints and see how best she can assist you. The numbers to call: 876-630-9371, 630-9372, 630-9373, 630-9374, and 618-8255. Those are the numbers to call if you have any JPS related matters, let's put it that way, today. And if you're unable to call, then you can leave your issues in the YouTube chat, and we can look at those. And I'm currently scrolling through the chat to see if there's any issue left there, and I did see one that we've been seeing for some time now, I might add, and that's the Westminster. I just lost it. Polled between I believe it's 68 and 70. Westminster Road. Yes, and it said reported over 10 times now. What will it take? A tragedy? So Natural Mystic.
We don't even use those words, no.
Well, Natural Mystic is very concerned and raising the issue once again. Westminster Road between 68 and 70. The falling pole is concerning at the moment. There's another one here. We may need some specifics from you, though. It says, I had low voltage in my house. Reached out to JPS, and they claimed someone was coming out, and they said because the number on the line was an overseas number, they don't call back overseas numbers.
Well, I'm going to be honest. We don't necessarily, like, I can call an overseas number with my phone, my company phone, but I don't know. I don't think that gentlemen who work on the lines, and so they may be going out. They don't have the capacity to call an overseas number. So what I usually encourage people to do is to put a local number, like a family member, because most times what they really need is direction.
Right.
They really just need to say, okay, because sometimes the directions are sketchy that people put. They just write Waterloo Road, 10 Waterloo Road, and maybe you're actually having a challenge finding 10 Waterloo Road. You want somebody to say, go left, go right. 10 Waterloo is really down in a little lane, not on the main thoroughfare. So if you could just give another number of a friend or a family member who would be able to assist. Sometimes that's all they need. They need direction, proper direction. So if you can give a number for somebody locally, when the guys are out there, it will make a big difference.
All right. So Oriel on YouTube. I think the issue is still existing based on the follow-up messages you have sent in the chat. And
did he put the report number? If you could give me the report number, then I can find everything and I can call him and talk to him.
All right. So Aurel, if you are still here in the chat, you can put the report number if you have that right now. He did say that they closed out the ticket though, so I don't know.
I can still find it, and I can talk to him. I can reopen it for him.
All right. So Oriel, please, before we have to go, please put the report number or give us a call so that we can get the information from you. Put it in the chat, so that we can give it to Ruthlyn and she may be able to look and assist you with the issue, the low voltage issue. We have a caller on the line just before we have to go. Jane, good morning.
Hi, morning.
Good morning, Jane.
Hi, it's actually Jean.
Oh, it's Jean. Oh, sorry.
Yes, Nora. So I have a quick question for Ruthlyn because I've been trying to get a response from the Mandeville office regarding this issue. So over 30 odd years now, they went through and we got electricity in this community in St. Elizabeth, Northwest. But since then, the area has been developed. So I need to know at what point does JPS go through to do surveys to see if they need to put in additional service in the area. Like new poles or what they call it, so that the customers are not left to buy that expensive wire to run it from such a distance to get to their homes.
All right, that's a little bit tricky. I would need to speak with you personally because it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter how developed you are. If you are beyond 100 feet of the JPS line, you are really supposed to provide your own infrastructure to meet us. So that remains in place no matter how developed your area is. But once the line passes you and it passes within that measurement, then we will connect you to the grid. But if you're beyond that, then you need to put in the infrastructure, the wires and the poles to meet us.
Yes, but I understand that. But you know, when you put service in certain areas, you may have stopped your lines at a particular point years ago. So your company does not go back through and say, okay, we made of the development. You mean we may need to put in a couple more lines or all of that? That's not done?
All right.
Right.
So to be honest, it could be the responsibility of the resident, but it could also be listen, don't get upset. It could also be that if a whole bunch of people are now living down there, and you, let's say you get a list, you get a little list of everybody who lives down there, you bring it into us, you say to us, there are now 40 people living down beyond where you had stopped. Because what you need is an extension of the line. There are now 40 people living down there, and all 40 of them are interested in getting power. We will then come out, do an assessment. We will then be able to say, okay, 40 people living there, each of them will use 300 kilowatt hours per month. You do the match, you say, okay, fine. If we extend the line, it's going to cost us 10 million. If with 40 people down there using X amount, it means that we would then recoup that 10 million within X time. Yes, we can do it. If it's only 20 people, and it's going to cost us 10 million to put the line down there, and that 20 won't be able to, it will economically not be viable, then it means a plan will have to be worked out where maybe you will have to put some of the residents will have to put some of the cost and we put some.
Ruthlyn, that sounds like a difficult task, but
it's called a complex connection. That's the word itself tells you what it is. It's not simple. It's a complex connection in that case. But a discussion can be had. So let's say you are now, you seem to be citing yourself as a representative of the community. I will need to get somebody from the Mandeville office, from the operations office, to come and meet with you, and they look at what you have down there, look at what it is, and then the discussion can be had to work out how we can get power to you. In the days of the rural electrification program, it would have been that they would have taken that and put in the infrastructure for you, and then we just connect you.
Okay.
But REP doesn't really exist anymore.
Okay.
So it's why you have to go through that kind of complex situation. But it's not a no, it can't work, no, it will never happen. The first thing is to have the discussion going and for somebody to visit and have the discussion with you, see what is there, and then work out how we can get a resolution for the
Okay, so that email, I think I got an email address from the Mandeville office, since that's the only thing they said they could provide me with. So I will send in the request for the email through the email address, and then somebody will respond, and we take it from there.
No, I want to make that a little bit more, let's say, personal.
Right.
Services personal. Leave your number with Nora. Let me talk with you, and then I'm going to connect you with somebody from the Mandeville location.
Okay, sure. Not a problem. Thanks.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Jean, for calling. I hope this works out for Jean and her neighbors. But I understand you have to leave us now, Ruthlyn. Well, it's over the time that you had given.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm actually
all
going
right.
to be at the hub, so I need to go inside and.
Oh, I see. All right, no problem. Then have a good weekend. Have a good rest of your day, and have a good weekend. See you next week, Friday.
Thank you. And I should just point out, if anybody is coming to the hub, it's 10 to 3, and it's 10 to 3 next week, just in case anybody is passing by. For now, we'll open fully. But it's
all right.
If you're coming here today. And
okay, no problem. All right, 10 to 3.
Take care. Have a wonderful
you
weekend.
too. You too. We are going to take a break. When we come back, we will take more of your calls if you have any JPS related matters.
Fill all your prescriptions, get cosmetics and other pharmaceutical items at Mannings Hill Pharmacy, located at 34A Mannings Hill Road, Kingston. Telephone 924-6280. At Mannings Hill Pharmacy, they stock all the hard-to-get medication. The time by Mannings Hill Pharmacy is
10 minutes to 10.
Are you burning up with this summer heat?
The place hot, man.
Get cool now with a Hisense air conditioner.
I feel good.
With advanced energy-saving inverter technology and whisper quiet operation, beat this heat with Hisense. Available at Aliaber Brands Limited, 64 Hagley Park Road, or call 876-676-5951 now.
So good. So good. I got you.
Tune in to Cliff Hughes Online from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Friday, June 20 for Heads Up, a regional helmet safety think tank at the AC Marriott Hotel. Motorcyclists make up over 30% of road deaths in Jamaica in 2024. Certified helmets can reduce death risk 6-fold. And that's why the National Helmet Wearing Coalition, NHWC, presents Heads Up, a regional helmet safety think tank. So tune in to Cliff Hughes Online, June 20 from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Catch the live stream on our YouTube channel at Nationwide 90 FM Live 2. All this and more only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by JN Foundation.
Good morning. You're back here inside the Consumer Hour on Nationwide 90 FM. I'm Nora Gay Banton. We are at the AC Marriott Hotel this morning, and we're here for Heads Up, a regional motorcycle safety think tank and forum, and several stakeholders, regional and international stakeholders inside the conference room here, talking about motorcycle safety, the importance of using certified helmets. The National Helmet Wearing Coalition, NHWC, is a major part of this event being put on by JN Foundation and other stakeholders that we will have a chance to have a conversation with during Cliff Hughes Online, they are here. Let me see if we have any time to squeeze in. Well, we have just a few minutes. If you have any JPS related matters, it is JPS Cares this morning. And so we have the phone lines open for you. JPS is listening. If it's one day that we know that JPS is tuned into this program, it's today on a Friday on Nationwide. So if you have any JPS related matters, you can give us a call. Let me remind you of the numbers: 876-630-9371, 630-9372, 630-9373, 630-9374, and there's also 618-8255. Those are the numbers to call. If you can catch us for this forum, then this this program, then that would be great. But then if not, you have to catch us next week. All right, Andy caught us. Good morning, Andy.
Nora.
Good morning, Andy.
Since the very last series,
Mm-hmm.
I pointed out a pole here in Greenville and Confidence Avenue that is falling over.
Mm-hmm.
And JPS has come since then to address the issue. And I've contacted them a couple of times this week to come and address the matter because the pole is leaning further over on the house. The lines are actually touching. I have a solar light on the outside, and the lines are actually touching that light. And above that pole, there's another one that if you touch it, it rocks.
And this is Greenvale in Manchester?
Yes.
All right.
On Confidence Avenue.
Confidence Avenue in Greenville, Manchester. Stay on the line and give Michelle a contact number so that if the team comes and they need some direction, they may be able to call you and get to the pole, all right? So we'll send that over to JPS for you. But that is all the time then we have for the Consumer Hour this morning. We are going to make way for Cliff Hughes Online. As I said to you earlier, we are at the AC Marriott Hotel. We're here for Heads Up Regional Motorcycle Safety Think Tank Regional Forum, being put on by the JN Foundation in collaboration with the National Helmet Wearing Coalition. And we're talking about motorcycle safety. We're talking about road safety, which is very, very important. Motorcyclists, we hear the numbers each month, and at the end of the year when we do the roundup, how much they make up where road fatalities are concerned and road incidents. And so it's important that they have the opportunity to benefit from knowledge that has been gathered from across the world and across the region, and know what it is that they should be doing to keep themselves safe on the road, especially where the helmets are concerned. There are certified helmets that you should be wearing as a motorcyclist. So it's very important for you to get that done. And as a motorcyclist, you must know what it is that you should be wearing on the road. So this event will be streamed on JN Foundation's YouTube channel, and we will definitely be bringing you some key interviews. That's where we're going to leave it for the Consumer Hour this morning, making way now for Cliff Hughes Online with George Davis.